So today, ladies and gentlemen, I decided to play and showcase you a couple vehicles which you should avoid if you care about performing good, if you care about your win ratio, because we actually have a couple sites which gather those type of statistics, the overall vehicle win ratio, average damage, how many players have it, how many battles they average play on this, what is the average damage, and so on, so on. Of course, it has to be said, it actually goes without saying that it depends on your skill level as well. If you are a very good player in this game, you can make every single tank work more or less because you know the positions, weaknesses, you know how to hide those maybe a bit better and so on. But today let's talk about the overall average performance in World of Tanks, and let's play with 3 vehicles which have very bad or the lowest win ratios in World of Tanks, right? And of course in the comment section please let me know which tanks you do not like, which tanks you hate, regret grinding. Let me know what you think about that. But without further ado, let's jump into the action. And first up, as much as it pains me personally, is FE215B, which is also, you know, one of my favorite tanks in this entire game, because of how beautiful it is, because of how unique it is, and how good the gun is, and all those things. But sadly, this is where listing all the good things actually stops, because it has so many flaws as well. The frontal engine fire, the nickname fire truck, you know, weak armor, mobility is not the best. I'm playing with the turbo setup right over here right now actually, and let's see what we're able to do in this tier 9 live battle. So I'm going to play with every single tank live today as well, just live battles. Let's see how it goes. I'm not going to cherry pick any battles, simply trying to showcase those vehicles, right? But FE215B right now actually is the lowest or has the lowest win ratio compared to any tier 10 heavy tank. There is the 114 Beijing Opera as well listed with even less win ratio, but I would say because that vehicle is so new and the statistics are still quite skewed, I would not count that right now at least, simply because the statistics are not 100% set in stone yet, I would say so. So just in case skipping that, yes, there are Phase 1, Ground 1, you can see the snapshot, you can see me being able to hit all those beautiful snipes, right? Boom, just like that. The gun is so magnificent. When I 3-marked this tank, I had a lot of fun, simply because of the gun, right? But I didn't have a lot of fun because of all the drawbacks. The engine fires, me playing this tank actually without a fire extinguisher is a massive risky move. I do not recommend that to everyone. Definitely not if you do not have good crew to back your extinguishing up, basically not recommended. So Grunman is up here. This is a crazy Haldon fight over here. Enemy team has Chieftain as well, which is one of the reasons why this tank is even more obsolete now. You know, this tank started off as a Deck 3, simple Deck 3 tier 10 heavy tank. Right, nothing special. That was a hit, just crazy, right? Even without stabilizer. Without a stabilizer build over here. So it started off as a Deck 3 vehicle, and when it first came out, the gun was so good. It had the best heavy tank gun in the game, par none. It was, day 1, the best gun, right? But after it was replaced by Super Conk, which was able to do the same and even more, you know, better armor and all those things, it started falling out from the meta. And when the Grun one was released, you know, the old version even, the Grun one, then the WZ, you know, like so many other heavy tanks which were released, basically all of them were better than this one, and it simply kept falling deeper and deeper into the darkest dungeon, which rarely sees light. And when the Chieftain was released, well, it was the final nail into the coffin, basically, because once you had FE215B, the ultimate British heavy tank, then Super Gonk, and now Chieftain, you know, you get my point over here. But I still do enjoy playing it every now and then, but honestly I do not recommend that for newer players, because it doesn't forgive you too many mistakes. Turret is also quite cheese, and in nowadays premium ammunition field battles, You are not going to bounce too many shots, let's put it that way. We have Leopard 1 behind us as well, but honestly not much we are able to do about that. We just have to play it very patiently, and I have to be careful about my ammunition, because I'm starting to run out of that actually. While I'm chatting over here, talking with you, or to you, as you can see I'm running out of ammunition. I don't want to move up yet. Kunze. Oh, that was a bad shot by me. That was a freaking bad shot. Such a key shot as well to take that guy completely out of the battlefield. Okay, I made it here. Now, Emil 2 is dead. Jagdpanzer 100 is dead over here, so that could mean Jagdpanzer 100 is sniping because FE45 is in the south. Jagdpanzer 100 most definitely is sniping over there, and Haldon Chieftain, well, we can only dream about penetrating that guy easily, right? So it's simple waiting game over here. It is simply a waiting game over here. There is Kranvan, who decided to push down. Okay. Very good. Nice. Phase 1. Nice. IS-7. Nice. And you can see the firepower of this, right? You can clearly see how beautiful this is. Chieftain missed and I didn't. Yay for that. Beautiful. Haha. Outplaying Chieftain over here. Outplaying my own Chieftain, yes. Out damaging our own Chieftain. Very good battle for FV already. That guy is next to the house. We should be thinking about moving forward now. We should be thinking about that. Where is Kunze? I would like to spot the Jagdpanzer 100 as well. There is Kunze. No more Kunze. I was actually waiting for this guy to turn. There is Jagdpanzer 100. Well, that was expected. And what? I bounced heat! How? How am I doing that right now? Can anyone please explain that to me? How am I bouncing heat round from Jagdpanzer 100? That's never seen before. And of course, now you are going to mess with me. I said so many beautiful things about you, gun. Can I do it twice? No way! Okay, that's actually funny. That was meant to be a tracking shot and it worked out. No way. No way. I just... 5,000 damage. 5,030 damage bounced. 2,400 assistance. Guys, I actually don't know what to say. Like, I'm trying to make an episode about vehicles which you should avoid, but this gives you very bad example of a tank which you should avoid. By the way, gas tank damaged. Okay. 1,848 from another British vehicle after dealing 60 damage, 6,060, 5,000 damage bounced, 8.5k combined. Okay, as I said, those are live battles, not cherry picking anything. It actually happened. Ace tanker as well, high caliber, top damage. I mean, yeah. Avoid this tank, but yes, of course, guys, once again, keep in mind, this doesn't happen in every single battle, especially if you are a newer player. This tank doesn't forgive you that many mistakes as the RNG did forgive me in this battle, for example, so just be aware of that. Anyway, FE215B, one of the least winning tanks in this game right now, based on the EU server statistics. Moving on to the next vehicle. We do not have to scroll at all to jump into VZ113GFT. Tier 10 Chinese tank destroyer. Now, what can I say about this vehicle? It doesn't have anything unique, special to offer. Only when you are hull down, maybe your armor is going to work out over there, but usually don't count on your armor, don't count on your mobility, gun handling. Yeah, gun is actually quite nice, I have to say. The firepower is actually quite nice, it hits stuff and whatnot. And because we are playing on the city map, I'm actually going to play with this setup, rammer, hardening, turbo, instead of the sniping setup. This is more for the sniper maps, but I'm actually going to play with this because I'm going to be sniping from there. Yeah, I just said sniping, but you know, the distance on this map is very small. And let's put his armor to test actually. Now, this tank has a wind ratio of 48.19, so just lower, just under FE 215B. Because it simply doesn't perform, right? Although it shouldn't have such a low wind ratio. Maybe it is skewed also because of how many players have it. It is also one of the least popular tanks in this game. Not too... Oh, nice camera angles, but not too many players even own it after seeing the first results and after knowing that this tank doesn't have too many things to offer, right? So let's see what we're able to do. First position is going to be up over here, maybe able to face stomp some heavy tanks. 290 penetration and 395 with heat. So if we have any penetration issues, we can switch to heat. So let's try to deal some damage with this one, which has 1807 average damage actually, which is 170 average damage more than FE215B. Absolutely nothing over here besides FE405, and I just curved that shot over this. Did you see? My shot went like over this fountain or whatever it is, the water thingy. Fountain? Is this how you pronounce it? I hope it is. FE peeking again. Are you peeking again? No, doesn't seem like it. Oh, so close! So close. There is an angle. I'm actually going to load an HE. I'm actually going to load an HE. For you. Just for you, my friend. Come on, show me yourself. Show me yourself. Why do you think, by the way, guys, why do you think this tank has such a low win ratio? Simply because not too many players are playing with it? They're not tryharding? Or what's going on, you know? What do you think? Do you play regularly with that? Because I know every single tank can have its fan base, but right now we're simply talking about statistics, or we are using the... statistics, overall statistics, because it's like 268, but worse, right? I guess this is why it underperforms, or because it is a tank destroyer as well. Tank destroyers are not the most popular vehicles. No, I actually did hit that gap. What I did hit. Maybe I did hit this little lip over there. We're losing this battle 0-3. Well, we are going to contribute towards the statistics of this tank, guys. Definitely contributing towards the win ratio of this tank. And I'm getting massive lag over here. Oh, whoa, whoa. What's going on? I'm actually getting massive lag. Look at me Bing. Jumping up to 400. Servers dying or something? Did servers recognize I'm playing with this tank? And hey, we have to mess with this guy's connection. You know, can't allow this tank get better wind ratio than that. We have chieftains waiting over here for absolutely nothing, while our entire base is getting kind of face stomped. So I believe we should use this time to simply pull back to get ready for the base invaders. Yeah, I believe so, because absolutely nothing is happening in the city. But once again, as I said, just playing the battles as they come, and nothing we can change about that, while talking about the vehicle itself, right? That's what we are doing over here. There is Leopard, there is a huge freaking cluster of enemy tanks coming. EPR, M60 and Krilla. Oh, HE, please. Haha, 1065. Still was able to get one HE shot in. It wasn't into FE, but it doesn't matter. I take that HE shot. Sniping? Nope. Close. FE 45. Less accurate gun was able to do the work for me. Beautiful. AMX 50B is coming. Well, we have tanks coming from every single possible angle, so let's see. Is that chieftain going to side scrape? Well, he was trying to do that at least. Yeah, I can say it was a bad shot from me as well. It wasn't the best shot from me either. Chieftain coming. FE. Can I get you at least before going down? Yes, I was able to get you, and now you never get me! Ah, never mind, there was PvP and AMX 50B from the behind. So, we did 3600 damage in this absolute tragic of a battle, so we are contributing towards the poor win ratio of WZ113 GFT. 48.19 is the overall win ratio. Now, talking about the next vehicle, well, there is a Sheridan, which has a 47.79% win ratio. I guess Sheridan has such a low win ratio because, you know, it is kind of a gimmicky tank, and many players are playing Sheridan with the Turb cannon. With this, you know, it's not the most competitive gun, but people are having more fun with it than, you know, doing the scouting. It is not the overall best scout because of the camo and, you know, how big this tank is, but this tank with its 47.79% win ratio is, you know, quite bad win ratio wise, but not even close to the bottom of a barrel. We are actually scraping the bottom of the barrel, talking about the next vehicle, which is, and playing with the next vehicle, which is Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. Let's jump into the action, and let's see which map I get to choose the loadout as well. Now, this tank is one of a kind, guys. On EU server, at least, it is the only vehicle which win ratio in tier 10 starts with 46. 46.53% win ratio. It's over 1% lower than the next tank. Tier 10 German light tank. And we got this map. We got this map, let's see, Mad Decor and AMX 13105. I have two setups. I have basically scouting, like full scouting, spotting setup with the commander's vision system, ventilation and optics. Also, you can use, instead of using ventilation, you can use the low noise exhaust, but this is what I'm using right here, right now. Or the more gun, you know, usable setup over here, and I believe I'm actually going with this setup, although there is one bush where the spotting might be more usable, the spotting one, but you know, I'm not going to pick a setup for a single position. That single position is behind that bunker up over there in the bush, you know. Sitting in that bush, I might be able to spot enemy medium tanks, for example, more easily. But to use the setup or to pick the setup only for a single position, I don't think it's so necessary on this map at least. But this one, yeah, the worst win ratio tier 10 vehicle, which you definitely should avoid. And yes, you should avoid this tank because it is big. It's, you know, yes, it is fast, but it flips often. It is a flip wagon, you know. As the nickname says. I think Skill came up with that nickname, Flip Wagon, because it's kind of a narrow tank. Can you say narrow about that? Kind of a narrow tank, which is quite fast. You know, players who play with it, who drive with it, flip their tanks quite often. Let's see, here is M60. And let's put one into the side, 287. I would say the best thing about this tank is actually the HE ammunition, which has 120 alpha damage, which is very good, taking out enemy light tanks, right? But besides mobility, what else it has to offer, actually, talking about that? What else it has to offer compared to other light tanks, compared to AMX 13105, compared to Manticore? Yes, it has better DPM than Manticore does, but oh, who cares about that, right? Manticore is so much better scout overall. I'm so happy I decided to pick the DPM setup simply because of this position over here and this map overall. Beautiful. Leopard 1 up over there. Abba. That was a hit, but not a penetration. Grunwan? Behave yourself. Grunwan is sniping from the rooftop. It has to be from the rooftop. But let's use our mobility. Hopefully without flipping our tank, and let's drive up. We can easily be aggressive over here, more aggressive, because 907 is already in the position. I'm going to chase, I'm going to follow 907. I'm going to follow you wherever you go. Just to stay safe from the other guys. Going for tracking. Nice. Guys, we got him. We got the guy. Did you really have to go for me? Let's load in a high explosive round. Let me show you this. Let me show you this beauty. 384. Beautiful. You can see. 420 alpha damage. 420 alpha damage compared to the 320. So we basically got that guy because of that round. Do you keep moving forward? 394. Ooh, did you see that shell velocity? I think without that guy getting tracked, I would not have been able to penetrate him. That was a lower blade hit as well. Yes, it was a lower blade hit. And after that, I think I did get spotted. Oh my god, come on now, come on! Panzerwagen. Absolutely crazy battles today, I mean, besides that last one, but overall I would say quite a successful showcase of those tanks, which I do not recommend you to get, but this one definitely I don't recommend. Like pick any other light tank and you're doing so much better. Pick literally any other light tank. Any other light tank and you're good. As soon as this guy turns its gun, or maybe we should give this guy a little bit of damage. I lied, sorry. I lied. So, ladies and gentlemen, 3 vehicles. What you possibly should avoid. Talking about some, you know, honorable mentions maybe. Gorilla 15 for some reason, you know, people do not enjoy with 48.46% win ratio. Tier 10 AMX M4 MLE 54 has quite a low win ratio, 48.5. I would say, talking about the MLE 54 line, the Tier 9 is better tier by tier. The Tier 9 is better tier by tier tank, in my opinion. So, over here, 2.8k damage done, yeah. Like 183mm guns, FE45, 183, those tanks, they have very low win ratio as well, mostly I would say because of the gun, because of how the gun can perform. Many times player out-positioning themselves, especially in the FE4005, but guys, let me know which tanks you recommend avoiding, which tier 10 tanks, which tier 10 lines, which, you know, you hate basically, you regret grinding, which are collecting dust in their garage right now. In the comment section, please do that and let me know. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I get you next time with something else. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you picked up something, maybe, and stay awesome. Take care and bye.